This film showcases the mighty Maximal warriors, valiant beings from another world. They possess extraordinary powers and, in their formidable robot forms, are capable of battling 100 enemies at once. However, when confronted by the most evil god in the universe, Unicron, they are completely overpowered and forced to escape to Earth in search of safety. With the help of the noble Autobots leader, Optimus Prime, will they stand a chance of defeating the malevolent Unicron? Let's dive into my full recap today. Have you seen the robot that resembles King Kong? It's clutching something in its mouth and is on the brink of destruction. Just in time, the Maximal leader arrives and saves the giant gorilla from a final, deadly strike by a mechanical scorpion. Not long after, the other wild mechanical beasts gather around. This time, a sinister group seeks to seize control of a time portal key, an ancient artifact of immense power. The Maximal leader hands the key over to the gorilla bot, instructing him to deliver it safely to Optimus Prime without delay. Their adversary is a terrifying cosmic force named Unicron, the cruel robot god who roams the universe devouring entire planets simply to feed his endless hunger. Now, his sights are set on the Maximal warriors who hold the time portal key, an artifact capable of transporting anything to anywhere across the cosmos. Should Unicron get his hands on it, the entire universe could fall into utter destruction. For that reason, the Maximal leader heroically sacrifices himself to hold back Scourge, Unicron's immensely powerful right-hand warrior. Despite a valiant battle, the Maximal leader cannot overpower Scourge, who then seizes his medallion as a war trophy. Moments later, the remaining Maximals make a narrow escape with the key, though their homeworld is tragically consumed by Unicron. Thankfully, the key guides them across space to Earth. Furious over their escape, Unicron commands Scourge to retrieve the key by any means necessary. In 1994, on Earth, Noah, a former military electronics expert, is having a tough time securing a job after retiring from service. He's under intense stress at home as well, since his younger brother is suffering from a life-threatening illness that demands costly treatment they can barely afford. Meanwhile, at a local museum, Elena, a brilliant and curious researcher, is captivated by a mysterious ancient falcon statue covered in unfamiliar carvings. Disheartened by another failed job interview, Noah listens to his friend's advice and decides to steal a car. He sneaks into a garage filled with luxury vehicles and is drawn to a sleek Porsche. At the very same moment, Elena discovers something strange about the falcon statue. Its engravings don't resemble any known culture on Earth, suggesting an alien origin. Suddenly, the statue shatters and the key inside emits a surge of powerful energy. Optimus senses the energy spike and immediately summons the Autobots. Unaware that the car he's in is actually an Autobot named Mirage, Noah is startled when it suddenly comes to life and speeds out of the basement. Police begin to chase them, but Mirage skillfully transforms and creates multiple holographic clones to confuse and escape the pursuit. After their escape, they take refuge in an abandoned warehouse. Noah stumbles out of the car, panicked, and grabs a piece of metal to defend himself. Soon, Optimus and the other Autobots arrive to inspect him, uncertain of whether he's a threat. A brief scan confirms that Noah poses no danger. Optimus explains they require the time-space key to return to their home planet, Cybertron, but they do not wish to cause any conflict with humankind. They ask Noah for help infiltrating the museum to retrieve the key. In exchange, they promise to help him earn money, an offer Noah cannot refuse given his desperate situation. Meanwhile, strange burning objects fall from the sky. Scourge has landed, having detected the key's energy signal on Earth. Mirage then disguises himself as a garbage truck to smuggle Noah into the museum without attracting attention. Inside the museum, Elena is still at work when the lights suddenly go out. She hurriedly packs her things and grabs the key. As she exits, she runs into Noah, who startles her, causing her to drop the artifact. Mistaking him for a thief, Elena strikes him. Out of nowhere, an explosion rips through the wall, hurling them both to the floor. Scourge bursts in and orders his minions to retrieve the key. Right at that moment, Optimus arrives and commands the Autobots to protect the artifact while he takes on Scourge. The battle intensifies quickly. Bumblebee dodges attacks with speed and agility while firing back. Mirage also fights, blasting Scourge's aerial drones to keep them at bay. Inside the chaos of the museum, Elena and Noah run for their lives. Outside, they witness an epic clash between colossal robotic warriors. The Autobots are laying down their lives to protect the humans. RC soars into the air but is shot down mid-flight. A massive shockwave knocks the key from their grasp and sends it skidding across the ground. Seeing this, Scourge strikes Optimus with a brutal attack. At a desperate moment, Bumblebee charges forward with his axe, but is impaled by one of Unicron's lieutenants and fatally shot. Optimus can only watch in grief as his longtime comrade falls in battle. All hope seems lost, until Airazor suddenly appears and unleashes a storm of fire to repel Scourge. She then swoops in and carries Noah and Elena to safety. In their hideout, Airazor reveals that Scourge only obtained half of the key. Long ago, the Maximals split the key into 2 parts and hid the other half to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. The second half is located deep within the forests of Peru. If Scourge gets both parts, the universe will face total annihilation. Elsewhere, Scourge presents the half-key to Unicron with pride, hoping for praise. Instead, Unicron rages with fury and orders him to immediately locate the other half, warning of severe consequences. The next morning, the group waits eagerly for a luxury jet to take them to Peru. But instead of a sleek jet, they're greeted by an old, creaky aircraft named Stratosphere. Mirage jokes that he'd rather walk to Peru than fly in that heap. Elena nervously prays throughout the turbulent flight. Despite everything, they land safely at their destination. Before they continue, Mirage gives Noah a compact high-tech weapon for protection. Meanwhile, the Terrorcons spy on the team from a distance, watching their every move. Guided by Elena's research, the team ventures into ancient ruins. There, they discover a stone with the Maximal symbol. Upon turning it, a hidden tunnel opens beneath their feet. Inside, they find an old stone chest, only to realize it's empty. Elena spots strange symbols carved on the walls and quickly copies them onto her hand for later study. But before she can analyze them, Scourge's forces arrive in a surprise ambush. Elena and Noah are forced to flee into the tunnels. Their screams echo through the ruins, alerting Optimus and the Autobots, who rush to help. But before they can intervene, the Terrorcons block their path. In the chaos that follows, Noah manages to activate the weapon mounted to his arm, finally ready to fight. Outside, Optimus was firing wildly at the enemy. Scourge grabbed him and dragged him down the mountain. The two fought fiercely, neither willing to back down. Meanwhile, the remaining Autobots fought bravely. RC kept firing at the evil robot's pickup truck, but the enemy retaliated with a fierce counterattack, launching rockets at them. Although she managed to dodge one, RC was still hit and sent tumbling down the mountainside. From above, Airazor swooped down from the sky, breathing fire to block the Terrorcon group's path. Her timely intervention saved the team. However, Scourge shot a strange object at her, crushing one of her wings. Optimus then escorted Noah and Elena into a forest surrounded by the Maximals. A brief conflict occurred, but fortunately, Airazor arrived just in time and offered a truce. Realizing this was the legendary warrior Optimus Prime, the Gorilla King greeted them with kindness. The Maximals then led the Autobots deep into the forest, where they met a tribe that had worshipped the Maximals for generations. The tribe's chief quickly brought out the other half of the key. However, the primitive warriors were displeased with the Autobots' presence. They believed the Autobots were endangering other planets just to return home using the mythical key. The next morning, Elena felt down and decided to take a walk. There, she encountered Airazor, but something was wrong. Airazor was under Scourge's control, corrupted by dark energy. At that moment, Optimus appeared to stop her, but the gorilla leader restrained him to avoid a confrontation. Before things could escalate, Scourge launched a surprise ambush with his minions. Amid the chaos, Optimus Primal handed Noah one half of the key and asked him to destroy it to prevent catastrophe. But Optimus Prime intervened, saying it was their only way back to Cybertron. After some thought, Noah chose not to destroy the key. Unfortunately, Airazor had lost full control and swooped in to steal the key, abducting Elena in the process. Optimus Primal gave chase but arrived only to find Elena. Airazor had already delivered the key to Scourge. Scourge then ordered her to attack the gorilla. With no other option, Optimus Primal was forced to confront his own teammate to protect the planet. Airazor attacked with fire, and heartbreakingly, Primal had no choice but to end her life. Elsewhere, Scourge combined both halves of the key and began summoning the evil robot god. A massive machine rose from the mountain's depths. This was the gateway that would bring Unicron to Earth. Optimus Prime, filled with regret, apologized to Noah for stopping him from destroying the key. The Gorilla King then revealed a way to stop Unicron by entering a backup code to shut the space gate. Fortunately, Elena had found the missing password, offering a final chance to save Earth. The Autobots and Maximals launched a full-scale attack to distract the enemy, while Elena and Noah snuck in through underground tunnels. The Autobots charged from above, prepared to fight to the bitter end. Meanwhile, Scourge unleashed his Dark Army. Mirage confronted him to buy time. Though weaker, Mirage had the ability to create clones. At the same time, Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal fought together and defeated a powerful enemy commander. Though strong, he couldn't withstand the combined strength of both leaders. His defeat served as closure for the Gorilla King's long-held grief. Their plan to close the space gate was exposed. Scourge lifted Noah into the air, intending to kill him. Luckily, Mirage intervened. But Scourge was overwhelmingly powerful and defeated Mirage with ease. Mirage used his last strength to give Noah a protective armor shell before being destroyed. Everyone watching was deeply moved. Meanwhile, Unicron entered Earth's atmosphere. Smoke and ash blanketed the sky, signaling the end of the world. The Autobots vowed not to let the evil god conquer them, but it wouldn't be easy. Unicron released countless beasts onto Earth, aiming to destroy it swiftly. Below, a critically damaged Mirage used his last energy to transform into armor for Noah. With this advanced suit, Noah boldly faced Scourge. He opened fire, but it had little effect. Optimus arrived and joined the fight beside him. Noah, encouraged, continued to battle. Elena, meanwhile, was in grave danger. Attacked by a mini-robot, she narrowly escaped death by stabbing it with a metal rod. She then risked everything to retrieve the codebook. At that moment, the key activated, spreading powerful energy across Earth. This very energy revived Bumblebee. At the same time, Noah stabbed Scourge in the leg joint, giving Optimus a chance to strike. But then a pink robot grabbed Noah and took him into the air while Optimus was attacked by the monsters. Just in time, Stratosphere arrived with Bumblebee to save them. Bumblebee's return turned the tide. He fired at the monsters, rescued Optimus, and used the pink robot as a shield before blasting it apart. Optimus ordered the Autobots to protect Elena at all costs while she input the password. But scorpion-like creatures fell from the sky in massive numbers, making defense extremely difficult. Bumblebee quickly handled them. Meanwhile, Noah crossed a bridge and fought monsters below. Optimus Primal took on the swarm of scorpions, even though they outnumbered him many times. The Autobots and Maximals fought with all they had. A rhinoceros and tiger joined the battle, crushing enemy lines. Back on Optimus's front, the final showdown approached. He summoned all his power to stab Scourge fatally and pushed him into the molten lava. But Scourge tried to pull Elena down with him. Acting fast, Optimus sliced off both of Scourge's arms, finishing him for good. Unfortunately, the control panel had been destroyed, meaning they couldn't stop Unicron's arrival. Optimus had no choice but to order all Autobots and Maximals to retreat. Bumblebee didn't hesitate, he charged forward. Optimus sacrificed himself to destroy the space gate. Unicron panicked and attempted to negotiate, promising Optimus anything he desired. But Optimus coldly rejected him and destroyed the tower. Though he succeeded in collapsing the portal, the gravitational force was too strong. He couldn't hold his ground. Fortunately, Noah didn't abandon him. He tried to pull Optimus to safety, but his small body wasn't enough. At the last second, Optimus Primal appeared and saved Optimus Prime from Unicron's devouring mouth. The Autobot leader transformed into a truck, carrying Noah and speeding away from danger. Thanks to everyone's tireless effort, Earth was saved from destruction. Though Unicron wasn't truly defeated and may one day return, humanity, Autobots, and Maximals will unite to stop him when the time comes. At the end of the film, Noah received an invitation to join a government agency, which also promised to fund his brother's medical care for life. And with that, the story ends. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts teaches that unity across differences, between humans, Autobots, and Maximals, is the key to overcoming powerful threats. It also reminds us that true courage means standing up for what's right, even when the odds seem impossible. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.